Welcome to Hallway Chats, Mr. Chris. How are you feeling this morning?
Good. Tired.
Yeah, it is the last day of the conference. So, what are you looking forward to most when you get home?
Going home.
Anything about going home? I mean, do
mean-
you miss that doorknob on the front door?
Definitely miss the features, the comforts,
What
the
are
family, the cat,
Oh, the cat. What's your cat's name?
Nala.
Nala,
hmm
like in The Lion King?
Yeah.
Of course.
She's a Maine Coon, so she's got the mane.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a Maine Coon.
They're pretty cool.
I really want a Bengal.
Those are cool too.
I hear they're basically like dogs.
They can be. A Maine Coon is like a dog cat as well.
Oh, well, there you go. There's I like dogs. Don't like cats. But if a cat behaved like a dog, maybe it'd be a different story.
There you go.
So, Chris, this is your first time at SAINTCON, and as it is the last day, I feel like you've gotten the breadth of the experience. What has been your favorite part so far?
So I've really enjoyed the main floor, the communities that are here, and being able to do everything. I learned how to solder this week, so that was fun, being able to solder the badges and get everything together, and that was enjoyable. And then obviously the classes are great too. I'm actually really looking forward to coming next year.
Great. What is your favorite badge that you've soldered?
Ooh. So I appreciate the difficulties that some of the badges have with the tiny LEDs and the resistors. And honestly, I would say the one that's been, at least that gave me the most challenging, was the tinfoil hat one, because it had one of the smallest LEDs.
Got it.
But-
Now, the tinfoil hat talk pin.
Yeah, the badge.
How'd you get that one?
Well, you helped me get that one.
Oh, did I?
You sure did.
I totally forgot.
So,
Now, soldering every year, I feel like soldering the spaces at a premium.
it is.
So I'm actually very impressed with how many badges you were able to successfully complete. Any tips, tricks on how you just got in there? Did you bribe some people away? Did you
No.
pull the fire alarm?
Get here early. So if you want to solder on the main floor, that has to be your first thing that you want to do. So you got to get here early, get a chair.
Good. I think next year, maybe I'll bring like my own kit.
Obviously that's helpful too. Most people do that. They do it in their hotel rooms.
Yeah.
That's how they get it done.
And they don't tell hotel management.
No. They're not smoking.
So what inspired you to come to SAINTCON this year?
So I'm new to the industry, and obviously with our DC 435 group, we get a lot of volunteers, that come from it, and that's kind of my goal next year is to volunteer to help out. But you just hear about all the different conferences, and I think SAINTCON is real special since it's run by volunteers.
Absolutely. You're new to the industry, so that makes me need to ask, what is your origin story? What got you into information security?
I've always been interested in it, but growing up in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, I knew there was a difference between cybersecurity and IT, but I thought IT was like help desk, just basic,
I feel like a lot of it is.
simple things, but I thought there was nothing more to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been handy with computers and doing all those things, and I wish I had some better instruction earlier on, or else I would have done it right out of high school instead of waiting until my late 30s. So,
Same. But I guess
But-
it's early 30s for me.
yeah.
So what is your day job right now? Are you currently working in the industry, or are you looking to break into the industry?
No, I'm currently working in the industry. I'm an IT system administrator.
Ooh, so what does a
Mhm.
typical day look like for you?
That's a good question. Typically...
Nebulous, fluid, ever-changing.
It actually is. So with the organization I'm a part of, it's definitely managing the systems, making sure they're all up to date, putting out fires when they need to be, networking, security. Like, I kind of do everything. So every day is a little bit different. You have obviously the help tickets that come in that theaters need help with. Other than that, it is managing network and security and updates, and you're just making sure everything is running smoothly.
That's good. So you're a Chris of all trades, if you will.
Sure. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. There's not very many of us in the IT department with the organization, so
Oh, yeah.
you kind of have to.
Less people, more roles.
That's right. You have to put the hats on.
So that's your day job. Tell me about your nightlife. What do you do outside of tech? What's your favorite non-technical activity or hobby?
Well, I used to play a lot of video games, but I kind of just stopped playing recently. Not, I don't know. I was really only regulated to one game technically. So
What game was it?
it was Destiny.
Okay.
So I'm kind of got tired of this season, so I just haven't really been playing. But I'm going to be developing more, I guess what people like to say, home lab stuff. So kind of dig my feet into the sand a little bit more or my toes into the sand for more hacking type things. I don't like the word hacking anymore because people are trying to get away from that. But to get more into red teaming and
Okay.
things like that, I bought some books. I'm going to get more soldering equipment now that I learned how to solder this week. I tend to think I'm a little proficient now. I was actually helping people in the soldering station.
Oh, snap.
I felt pretty special because I was there yesterday working on my Yoda and Darth Vader badge. And apparently when you just sit there and look like you know what you're doing, people think you know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
And thus ask you questions. And I'm like, oh, yeah, do this.
I think you took Jason Street's keynote to heart. Just look like you belong.
Just look like I belong.
Now, for this home lab, do you have any specific projects in mind already?
I do, yeah. So I'm working on finishing my basement right now, which is where as Jason likes to say, the lair will be. He inspired me on that one. I was like, maybe I'll put like a dragon layer on it or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Absolutely. Lots of neon signs,
There
please.
you go. But I plan on having my office down there, and then on the other half of the room, having like a computer workstation where you can, disassemble, reassemble everything. Obviously a solder station now. I have some older server equipment that someone gave me, so I want to take those apart, play around, and then really just kind of set up, the whole like networking for the home and getting that all secure.
Yeah, that's like a big project. I feel like in tech, we spend so much time securing the workplace network and securing other people's computers that by the time we get home and it's time to secure ours, it's a little bit more mature.
Yeah. When I moved into the house, they have all the, Cat 5 cables everywhere that don't go anywhere. They literally have like one that's available. I'm like, you guys didn't finish the job.
Well, I'm glad you have the gumption to get it all
I
done.
have to finish the job so that way the actual I guess you can call it an outlet. The jacks actually work in the house in the different rooms. So, got a network.
Well, that's not even securing your network. That is, it's just
I have to building
the network first.
I literally have to build my network.
Okay, Chris, I have one final question, and it is probably the most important. Would you rather lose a year off of your life or spend a year of your life in jail?
Pretty sure I've lost many years off my life already, so I'll go with that one.
Okay, how did you lose years off your life already?
Well, judging by my size, I'm pretty sure that I'm not as healthy as you might think I am. So I'm pretty sure the foods that I eat and the activity that I don't do has decreased my lifespan.
I don't know. I saw you eat a salad last night. That's got to add at least 5 minutes back.
Maybe, but I don't want to go to jail. Not voluntarily.
I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to go. I don't want to go to. Oh, that's true. That's true.
Your question was voluntarily. Maybe if I get in some weird deep trouble, but then I would have to.
If the police raid your lair and
thus
find some F12 keys.
Not only a year of my life in jail, but probably just a year off my life in general. So,
all right. Well, thank you for joining me for this cozy little hallway chat that is definitely not in a hallway.
Definitely not.
Hope we enjoy the rest of our time here.
Thanks.